You're watching the SCAC Spring Media Days. Today we're taking a look at the Texas Lutheran University golf programs. The Bulldogs, of course, coming off a third-place finish a season ago on the men's side at the SCAC Championships, while the women took home fourth place at that same tournament. The Bulldogs will once again be led by head coach H.C. Tran, along with senior Colin Uecker on the men's side and junior Summer Swift on the women's side. Coach, Colin, Summer, thanks so much for joining us today.
Thanks for having us.
Coach, I'll start with you. You took over these programs back in the 1999-2000 season. As you've taken inventory over the years of what you have learned as the head coach, what have you come to really enjoy and love about the challenges of a new season? And is that opportunity something that excites you?
I mean, what excites me, really, these kids, watching them graduate after 4 years, hopefully 4 years, right? So, and when we go out to a golf tournament, we try to have a good time and try to win tournaments. So, I think the most exciting is watching these kids growing up on the golf course and in the classroom. So,
Colin, for you in your senior season, as you get things back underway here at the start of this spring year, what are you kind of looking for early on in this season that gives you and the rest of your teammates confidence? Obviously, you know, you're hoping to be playing your best golf at the end of the year during championship season. So early on in the year, as that progression begins to build, what are you looking to see early on in this season?
Just as we start practice, we're looking for little successes, anything we can take away from practice that's getting us better. Just really anything that we can take to the tournaments and muster up some confidence. We've had such a long off season that any confidence that we can get from practice is going to be helpful as we approach tournament season.
Summer, for you as you enter this junior year, what is it that motivates you? You're coming off such a strong fall and an outstanding sophomore season. What is it that motivates you heading into this junior year?
Well, my strong fall and my sophomore season is what motivates me. I need to keep that ball rolling, and I have a lot of expectations to live up to now, so I got to keep going.
Colin, for you, you're coming off an all-conference performance last year as a junior, finishing third individually at the SCAC Championships. You picked up a couple of medalist honors in the fall and also Player of the Week honors as well. What is it in your game that you've worked on really hard to continue to grow and build as a golfer heading into this senior season?
Honestly, not much. More than anything, I've just been taking some time off and getting healthy again. Really, I feel like my game was strong last semester and there wasn't much that I needed to improve on. Just tighten some things up and just make a few less mental errors. But other than that, I've just been resting and getting healthy.
Summer, similar for you, you're coming off a sophomore season in which you earned the SCAC medalist honors at the SCAC Championships, first to do so in TLU Bulldog women's golf history. You also earned Player of the Week honor as well back in the fall. What about your game have you been working feverishly on over the course of sort of this offseason as you prepare for this spring junior campaign?
Same as Colin, I've been resting. I've been working on my mental game. When we start practice, it'll start ball rolling like we're going to get it this semester.
Coach, one of the things that I find so intriguing about golf is obviously different than certain team sports where you have a specific style of play or similar philosophies. In golf, you're trying to kind of organize what could be a bunch of different personalities, a bunch of different styles of golf. How do you kind of get that organization together as a head coach and then take all these individual styles, individual personalities on both of these teams and put them out to compete as one out there on the course?
I mean, one good thing about golf is an individual sport. I mean, what I normally do is let the players make the decisions and then commit the decisions and play their game. So, I mean, as as a coach, I mean, I have to go by the instant and what the player's feeling. So,
similar, Coach, sticking with you to what I asked Colin, as far as the progression of the season, what are you kind of looking for from both of these teams? I mentioned with Colin, certainly wanting to be playing your best golf on both sides when it comes to that championship portion of the season. But as you build to that, what are you looking to see from these groups early on in the season to give you confidence?
Well, I mean, both teams play well in the fall, and what we're looking for is continue to play well in the spring. So,
Colin, for you, how would you describe your game? Are you a golfer that, on par fives is trying to go for it on those second shots? And then, if you have that confidence, is that something that you get instilled from your head coach, knowing that he has full trust in you to take any of those shots that may be sort of considered risky?
Yeah, Coach definitely gives us some confidence as we're out there. And him letting us make our own decisions and kind of choose where we attack the golf course is huge. We don't have a specific game plan that we necessarily stick to on any golf course, so it's nice being able to exploit our own strengths or just anything like that we can out on the golf course.
Summer, for you, how do you gain sort of motivation, not motivation, but momentum out there on the course? Differently from a team sport, there are no timeouts. You can't kind of rethink strategy. The coach isn't with you on every single shot. How do you sort of find momentum and find that mental strength out there throughout the course of a round?
Well, you just got to remain positive. Even when you have a bad hole, you got to pull yourself back up. And I usually get on a few par streaks, and I just continue on that par streak and try to keep it as long as I can.
To wrap things up with both Colin and Summer, for the two of you, as you've looked ahead to this spring 2019 season and have had discussions with your teammates about some of the goals for this season, what have those discussions looked like? What are you two looking to accomplish as a team, heading into this season?
Well, we're trying to just build that momentum from last semester. We had a few really great tournaments for the girls' team, so we're hoping to just continue that.
Yeah, and for the guys, we're looking to do the same thing. Obviously, we had a couple of successes, had a couple of tournaments where we could have played better, but we didn't. But more than anything, we're just trying to get the most out of every tournament that we can.
And finally, Coach, to wrap things up with you, for all the fans, family, friends that will come out and support both your golf programs throughout the course of this spring, what are a couple of kind of characteristics and identities that you hope both of these teams sort of take on and try and cling to? So, fans and those that come out and support, regardless of the results out there on the rounds, we'll kind of expect to see and can really count on, round in, round out with these programs.
I think one of the most important things are the parents coming out and supporting their kids and supporting the team. So they play a very big role in being out there and cheering on the players. So.
The Texas Lutheran University golf programs, again, the Bulldogs will head into the season, once again led by head coach H.C. Tran, along with senior Colin Uecker on the men's side and junior Summer Swift on the women's side. Coach, Colin, Summer, thanks so much for your time today, and best of luck as you head into the season.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.